Hey folks, Kevin here. Well, it's May 16th, 2019. I'm out in the western garden plot, the one with all of the perennials started in this garden plot, and we have the hoop. One of our hoop trellises made out of cattle panels behind me here, where we grow lots of our beans during the summertime and our sugar snap peas in the springtime. And today it's time for us to start hardening off our seedlings that we started off under LED lights on shelving units inside of the work area. There's lots of information online about hardening off your seedlings. I'm just going to go over a couple of points here. So a couple of things I'll be doing here is not the way I'll be doing things in the future. Once we have our high tunnels and greenhouse completed, we can actually control things better, and I won't have to put these flats on the ground. So when we're hardening off plants, we're thinking about all the elements that they're exposed to. And in this part of the country, we have lots of cold nights, so we really want to make sure that we retain as much warmth as possible. We can have some sunny days. Today happens to be a sunny day where we don't have a heck of a lot of cloud cover right now. So they're getting exposed to many more photons, much more intense sun rays than we're getting from our LED lights. So that can do damage. The leaves haven't developed to the point where they have multiple layers to the leaf structure, thereby putting all the lipids and all into the cell walls to protect the leaves from damage. So the chloroplasts can actually get damaged as a result of too much sunlight. The plants can easily get dehydrated, especially in a high wind environment like we're in here. Those winds that come out of the west can come up really quickly, and it cause evaporation of the surface of the plants, and they go ahead and they do their transpiration. That's one of the ways that they're bringing their fluids through their xylem and phloem layers within the plants. So that's really important, not to let the plants get dehydrated. So I brought them out here about 2 hours ago. It's time to get them covered up now. I'll be using one of the frost type protections that we use during the fall and early spring to safeguard the plants. But it's so important to evaluate your environment for what things can be harmful. The other thing is, I'm putting them on the ground here, something I won't want to be doing in the future, because there's all sorts of, so we have wood chip ground floor here. So there's once we get the shade of these flats on top of the wood chips, all of the saprophytic fungi could be damaging some of the roots of these plants, because they're being more exposed to the ground surface. Certainly millipedes, pill bugs, slugs can get in here. We think about rabbits and other small mammal species, and certainly birds will come down and pull up some of these, thinking they're ideal for building their nests as well, and they may want to nibble on some of them. So these are all things that we want to be cognizant of, so we can keep a close eye on them to do as much protective intervention as possible when we're hardening off the plants. So initially our plants will be out here today just over 2 hours, probably about the same tomorrow. We've got about 10-11 days till Memorial Weekend when we start putting our transplants in. This year we had lots of challenges with our seedling. We had poor germination. I have a significant algae problem on the surface of the soil as well. It just held too much moisture. I don't think there was enough perlite mixed with the peat moss in this particular seed starting mix that we had. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with how things are going at this point, but I wanted to share what we're doing out here with our hardening off process. This by no means is the ideal way. Many people will bring their plants in and out for several days, from let's say a 4 or 5 day window to 2 weeks and all. That's too much time and too much work. What I've got here, I've got them laid out in flats of 3 abreast. I've got little wire hoops over them that I can go ahead and put the frost protection over them. I'll be putting clamps on them as well. And hopefully this will give us adequate protection. I always lose a few to the birds and all during the time, but you know, that's just part of gardening and all. So I thought I'd share our process with you. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I really appreciate your input as well. And if you think this video is of value, please give us a thumbs up. We really appreciate it. Share it with your friends. Thanks so much, folks, and have a great day. Bye-bye now.
you.